Attention, attention, attention. This is the Townet B of the day. If you're around and would like to check in, please come in with your call sign phonetically. Reminder to all that the net is being recorded for training purposes. You may begin.
Ten yacht number 2, Golf Alpha Papa.
Check in, check in, check in.
Ten yacht number 2, Golf Echo India. Hope my sound is coming in okay.
Yep, you sound good. Anyone else? Check in, check in, check in. This is the town at B of the day. Town at B of the day. If you're around and would like to check in, please come in now with your call sign.
Kenya number 4, Lima Echo India.
Okay, one last call for check in. One last call for check in. Anyone else want to check in? It's a quiet day. Okay, we'll begin. So, going back to the topic this morning, reviewing the basic of the HP bar and the MP bar. So let's do a recap. The MP, the blue bar, is related to our Tau soul, and the HP bar is related to the Tau heart. The Tau heart is like the faith you can have with the Tau. Every time Yi crap hits you, this bar goes down. And imagine it's the same bar, the same size, but the number of it changes as you upgrade, as you level up. So a newbie would have like 100 point as max, and then maybe you're now like 500 or maybe 600. So the same kind of stuff that used to bother you a lot in the past when you first ordained or before you ordained, now they come and it really doesn't itch much anymore. When you are like me, you're like already in the question mark, question mark, question mark state. Like there's so much, it's over the limit already. And it's like, hey, nothing really bothers you anymore. Um, this morning, Hong was asking me, um, he said, in the past, he always get attacked from the relatives. And he just kept going because he thought, oh, Satuan say, you haven't even like rightful and not do all that cultivation yet. So he thought, okay, later it'll be better. And then now he's like, wow, we're actually doing writing food now. What if I start writing food and then, those attacks are still here and I still get hit? I told him, well, you see, writing food doesn't mean that you already upgraded. You didn't upgrade and level up yet just because you're rightful. But anyway, as you go on, your bar, the number increases, the same kind of attack that come at you should no longer feel the same. Things that really bothers you when you first ordain, now it should be very different. It should not affect you that much. So let's go around the table and hand the mic over to senior number two of Alpha Papa.
Yacht number 2, Golf Alpha Papa. That is awesome to hear. That is really awesome to hear. Because I had wondered, I know Bay Szechuan got like she's got that super high end job, and I had to imagine that she's dealing with all kinds of not necessarily the cleanest environment, right? Because like even though it's a lot more I want to say like you're dealing with like higher class people who are making a lot more money. It's like they're still regular people that she's dealing with. So and I'd wondered like what I assume that because she was like so high level, I mean she's the number one disciple, your number one disciple, that there had to been like some pretty powerful stuff going on. And you had mentioned that she wasn't even that good with like the technical stuff. She just had a lot of virtue. So I had been wondering about that. So this is really awesome news, because I was a little concerned that we would have to like basically live in a bubble. I mean, I knew it wasn't gonna necessarily be like that. Like I was concerned about like what degree of like protections and all kinds of spells that we would need to be up on in order to protect ourselves from the world. And so what you're saying is it's extremely awesome. Very yeah. And it makes sense too, because like this the magic that you're showing us that you have at access to, it's like the most pre-heaven of all the stuff that's out there. So it would make sense that it would be capable of kicking all kinds of ass, right? And it also makes sense why you have your disciples, especially the newbies, go into a bit of I want to say almost like a quarantine mode, like away from like the unnecessary crap that we could be bumping up, especially stuff that was close to the life that we had before ordaining, so as to build our MP bar and our Tau heart to the degree that it would be that we need to, in order to be able to basically endure the constant attacks of crap that is kind of like the situation. Yacht number 2, Golf Alpha Papa.
And to bring up the example of bear, well, not everyone is like a bear. Um, the thing is, bear has a direct line from DLT, and that goes back to when the lineage, the Samlo part just first came to us. The DLT side chose bear over the other family back then, which was actually more active and more kind of like how to say, like they're more talented in doing things, kind of like that. So they chose bear over that, and that family always don't like that idea. Like, why her? They're like, why? And well, later on we know, because as we go on, right, the that family, even though they might be looking like they are more talented in the skill side, but then their heart is not as good as bear. Bear is like very pure. Whatever happened, it doesn't change her faith at all. Like she's like, I chose this, this is that, you know. It's like there's no question, nothing. Even there are times that are like, we had the uh Teen Yat lineage stuff, right? Like on our own. And after Samuel kicked in, that family was like, so now all these things are useless. It's kind of like they're fake. No, I'm like, no, it's not fake. We just upgraded to a new system, so we're not using the old one. Bear is like, I don't care. You move on to a new one, we just move on, right? If you can give up the old, that means the new must be better. Why have to question so much, right? But that family was really like, oh, I spent all that money into this and that, and now you say it's not useful anymore. Like so many complaints. So, well, yeah. After all that, it really shows why DLT chose Bear, because she's like, I don't question anything because I know if you can choose that, that's going to be better than whatever else before. So I just follow, and I believe it will be good, and that's how it is, right? Oh, like yeah, back then she output a lot. Like in the teen yet stage, like not stage, teen yet era, we had those cow guns and everything, right? So she bought the guns over the air guns, and she don't buy the cheap ones. She's like, nah, that the cheap one is not good enough for the magic. We need something better. And she's like buying all the high end stuff. To the point is like, wow, I'm like, I feel kind of guilty, like you're buying like thousands and thousands of dollars spending on the air guns for the magic tool, and she just keep doing it. And I was like, wow, like what do you expect me to do with it? And after all that, and then the Samlo kicks in, it's like, no, we're not doing those anymore. There's no complaint, like she's like, yeah, I believe whatever is coming up is good. It's good. Like whatever is done is done. We don't look back. But the other family was like really totally opposite. So the kind of faith that you should learn from Bear is like this. Like there's really no doubt at all. It's really powerful. Team yet number two, Gulf Echo India.
And yeah, number two, Gulf Echo India. Yeah, it sounds like this huge one's uh her path has been an interesting one, not just because she's been with the lineage so long through so much of its evolution, but because of the way that she has chosen to express herself within the lineage and the connection that she's cultivated. So that's really interesting. Um, yeah, I guess I have other questions, but they're mostly things that, kind of only only time can tell, I guess, right? Like I'm interested in seeing how my own relationship with the lineage and with the gods develops as we go along and have more D8 resources that we can use to express uh, our dedication, um, and using the magic to develop those D8 resources and move ourselves along. Um, but yeah, I have faith that for now, just continuing to use and develop the magic and develop the connection and cultivate that relationship is uh, probably good enough because I've only been in like not quite 2 months now or something. So I'm hoping that's good enough. Team number two, Gulf Echo India.
I remember back then, during the first few months of Bear being in the lineage, when she was a newbie. um, Yeah, she also did all the stuff that you guys did. She did the hospital, the scriptures, and all that. The She did went through a lot of those like hard work cultivation, and she did fought off a lot of people and cutting people out and all that. She went through those as well. There was one that is her ex-boyfriend, and the ex-boyfriend is German, and he was freaking out and then like banging on her doors and stuff like that. And she was like, "No, I'm not talking to you." So yeah, and then there was some challenging point where like she had like a boyfriend from Denmark, and it's a Chinese guy. And she actually flew over there for a trip, and turned out it was not good. Like the boyfriend was not good. So she was kind of like bumped by that, but hey, it's fine. Like she's back on track again in no time. So she did went through some hurdles. Like there was a time she was like, "Oh, why I don't have a boyfriend or a husband? Like where can I find one? I need some magic for that." And they're like, "Well, I can't help you with that. your your standard is too high." But yeah, there was this time where she was also facing some attacks and stuff like that. And there was a time where like before the Samlo stage, we were doing the soul traveling method to battle the Yi crab, and she was holding the Guando, doing like 200, 300 chops a day in the evening, like during the nighttime, to cast the magic over. And yeah, she went through those kind of things. So whatever you guys are doing, she did it too. But it's like she's over with that now. So yeah, now it's like she don't even need to do anything much. Like she do stuff, but she don't need to really go battle and all that, because like everything that happened is taken care of. Like the DLT side just do it for you and you're good. So yeah, I always like to say, no matter how hard you human try to work on things, it's not comparable to the people from DLT side pressing a button. If they want to help you and they are helping, you just sit there, and the good stuff will come. It's really crazy. Just like GB with the Kim Saton with the investment. It's like, wow, what did you just do? How come you can't do that before, and now it's like magically happening, right? So yeah, does she understand what just like all that stuff is about? No, no one teach her, right? But it just happened. So I would say when you accumulate that help, the virtue and all that, it really helps. Really helps. Here number 4, Lima Echo India.
Tingnet number 4, Lima Echo India. Yes, sir. Yeah, I think I experienced some of that as well, changes over the years. I remember yeah, I was really messed up on day one. I was spamming line and stuff like, there's an E-guy, I'm cold, and making me suicide and stuff like that. Yeah, then it's like Sajan said, the MPHP thing. Yeah, at first, it's something it's kicking my ass, and I guess over time, I'm getting more and more less like I wasn't like as messed up as day one. Yeah, I can totally feel the power and the stuff kick in, and yeah, I would say uh, me personally, the virtue part, I probably won't be able to compare to Bear Sajjan, because I don't know, I'm like kind of hothead all the time. So yeah, I'm still working on it, but yeah, I don't know, I could be like out Ubering or something, I get mad all of a sudden. Yeah, like it's I guess I got like anger issues. Um, but yeah, I still gotta work on that over time. Tinyat number 4, Lima Echo, India.
Unit number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
Oh, no wonder I cannot click the button. It was shown. Okay, SXG, you are checked in. Foley, well, you realize that I always talk about the virtue issue with you. So if you don't have good virtue for yourself, then those things that you talked about, like the hot-headed stuff, that's why they're not going away because you create all the blood toxin into yourself, and then it becomes like that. You're kind of like into that loop. So you need to work on the virtue for yourself in order to fix those problems with that kind of thing. It's the heart that is bad, and to teach the heart, it all starts from your action in D8. So I would say, like, as simple as mind the way you talk, try to shape another version of you in D8. Don't believe that the you that you used to be like is you. You want to make a new version of you that is actually beneficial. Um, like I said the other day, reduce the cussing, the swearing words. So, like I realize you and Wing, you guys are young, and when you were like doing fireworks, you guys are swearing and motherfucker and all that. Um, it's not a good thing, Like you say it, but what do you actually mean? You don't have an actual meaning for it. Then why say the word? And when your word goes out, you know, the words at the God, and the God come back and like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, and then it becomes toxin. So if you keep talking with these meaningless words, they become toxin into the heart, and it's just like a negative cycle. So the other day I was saying, you know, especially to newbies, um, we have to mind our mouth and what we say. Um, Jokingly, once a while, yeah, but not all the time, like especially when you're alone, when you're on your own, going to work, going out with Wayne. Uh, Both of you need to, have a better mouth, or else your luck is not going to improve because you're ruining it yourself. You keep getting those toxins created by your own action, and then it ruins the fruit that you're trying to create. So yeah, like I said before, especially in Samlo Palace or even Teen Yat Palace with the newbies or even outsiders, we need to be careful of that. Teen Yat number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
Unit number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf. Um, yeah, I was thinking about this as I've been listening since the beginning, um, and how, like, for myself, it feels like on the one hand, I feel like I'm struggling to keep up with some of their learning, and um, I'm not on board, I'm not on task all the time, and I'm a bit behind with my understanding. But on another level, I feel like my in my heart and my connection with the God, Jigum Samuel Joshi and Sijuan is going really well, and it's like there's my faith is strong and getting stronger, and it's not so hit like as you're saying, but like as it used to be when I first started. Um, so there's like two levels going on there, which is kind of interesting. Um, and I was the other day, speaking of talking about things. The other day I was out, and I was there's like the partner of a friend of mine was asking me about Taoism, and I was explaining to him about it, and he was asking quite a lot of questions and seemed quite keen and interested, and so I started, you know, talking about, you know, the lineage and everything, and basic newbie begin easy stuff for someone to understand. Because normally I don't bother because it's just like, where do you start, you know, like. um, I felt like there was like virtue inside because I'd done that somehow. Like there was like it was heard somehow by my Yun San or something. Anyway, just thought I'd share that. Sending out number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
Okay, Sung, your volume is a bit low. Huh? Not sure why, but you can figure that out. Yeah, that brings me to another point: is how do you like become like a good virtue disciple, like Bear? You know, the mindset is actually quite simple. She said it to many people before: make the gods happy. When you're doing anything, your heart is always trying to make the God happy. So we're not talking about just like the God that you created. Like for her, she's not just talking about that for sure. She's trying to make the people in the DLT side that's like her version of virtue. She's like, yeah, I want to make those gods happy. So how do I do it? So she is like, well, you see, those people look after the two Satron above her, right? So she ensure that when those gods, those teachers, they are looking over and say, "Oh, this disciple Kope is like so good to the two other ones that we look after. We need to keep her around. She's like the VIP." So whatever, like she's like doing whatever it takes, that makes us happy or take away some of the load for us. And that actually is a great virtue because now the other side look over and like, oh yeah, you're treating these two good, so we need you around. We like you. It's just as simple as that. And so she's just aiming for that, whatever it makes them happy, I'll do it. And that's what she did, and that's how she got there. Also, you see, the other side gave us the whole lineage. So how do you make the other side happy? Right? You want to make the lineage grow. You want to make it healthy. You want to do things that help the lineage, right? If you think on that pattern, it's not so hard. It doesn't require any technical skills at all. And sometimes it's like you just have the heart to look out for the lineage. When there's like newbie come in and you do something like that's very simple, right? So you treat the lineage like it's yours, like it's like your stuff, um, and eventually you know what to do. Tina number 2, Golf Alpha Papa.
Yeah, number 2, Golf Alpha Papa. Oh, wow. This has been kind of heartwarming. This net, I'll be honest. Definitely feeling a lot of like warmth in the heart, like talking about what we're talking about, and just getting the understanding. Because so if if us newbie disciples wanted to take the same approach about making sure that our Siejuans are happy, it's not like we can gift you anything because it would be it's going against the flow. Like we're technically not clean enough to like be able to like send gifts other than keep up with our dues with the offerings with lineage. But basically by being good disciples, doing our best to be good disciples, that is how we keep our Siejuans happy. And that is how we will be able to continue to build virtue. That's at least the understanding that I'm getting. And I mean, that's quite all right with me because the it's again more it is like this heartwarming thing to know that you care about us it's really obvious because um like it's you know as much as I've been so eager to learn the magic and start, like wanting to like upgrade my tools and everything, it's like, you were insistent that like, no, I have to get me and Gay out of this place, get our own place. Like that kind of that kind of mindset and direction is pretty powerful. It's just all that much more evidence that you are thinking about what is also best for us, which your disciples. So I'm very happy. I'll thank you tonight when the day is over. But yeah, I'm very pleased. Um, I'm very pleased with like learning with the direct transmission from Marcia Juan. Like it's always been pleasing to me to hear your voice and the voices of the others in the lineage. Like right now, every day that I'm at work, I'm even if I can't check in, I'm still listening in on the nets because that does uh, empower me to get through the day. And deal deal even if I can't necessarily pay attention to 100% degree because I got to focus. But yeah, it's been pretty awesome. Tinya number 2, Golf Alpha Papa.
Ah, don't think about the gift and all that. Relationship doesn't have to be materialistic, not always about money and gift and you're not bribing me. Um, okay. Well, how to make your upper happy? Well, you understand what your upper likes, and then when you can touch base with that in your own personal way, that works. For example, um, it's like your son don't like people viewing him around. Then like don't be like that, right? Just change your way of talking and don't view around, and I'll be happier, right? So you see, your son don't like that kind of stuff, and you keep bringing it up, and it's like, what are you trying to do? I'm normal. What are you trying to do? uh, yeah, and also like you see, your Saturn is obviously like addicted to teaching, right? He is always teaching, day to night. So hey, think about it. If you're a disciple, and you don't have to be like a super smart one, but if you're like I'm around and learning every day, like how you guys are on the net all the time. It's already a way to make me happy. Like you are showing up, right? That means I have a purpose to be here. You know how shitty it is when back then like we have the bad disciples and they're like kind of dying out, right? And then the JLG was always like ah, one person, or sometimes it's like there was a time Ha and Lay, and it's like pretty much that's it. It's so hard because like you want to teach, you have everything to teach, like you have so much to offer, but it seems like no one give a fuck, and they're around, and it's what like why are you not coming to class? So just by like you guys showing up in the JOG right now, and wow, I'm looking at the monitor. It's like wow, almost like 10 people, something like that. It's on online. That makes me happy too. It's like finally my prep for the day for the whole JOG is worth it. It makes me feel worthy. That's making me happy, right? I prepped the JLG for like a lot of hours just prepping for the class. And why would I do that for just like, one person? And that person is like, oh, I'm tired. That would really suck. So how to make your Sachuan happy is very simple. Thing number 2, Golf Echo India. Hey,
Yacht number 2, Gulf Echo India. Yeah, that I can definitely do. Um, yeah, the nets are it's just been such an awesome way for me to um, feel connected every day and feel like I'm still in the drip feed, getting the information. I know I shouldn't be in such a hurry, but it's fascinating stuff, and I feel like um, the more I show up, it's not even just about uh, the learning, but the connecting and absorbing, and I get to hear the stories and experience from you and the senior disciples, and it's always cool when there's new voices that show up. Um, so yeah, that's very agreeable to me, um, especially when you drop random extras in like the classroom and stuff. I know I'm lagging on my recording homework. There's been a lot going on over here, but Gab's gonna be helping me out with it over the next well, the rest of today and tomorrow and such. Um, I'm yeah, I'm eager to be keeping pace so that I have the bucket prepared to catch the knowledge you rain down. Team yacht number 2, Golf Echo India.
You guys have to know that your Sanson knows everyone. I know the strength and the weakness and everything. So you don't even have to try too hard because you are you. It's, it's like I always say, Ha, it's not the one that I would say, she'll be good at any kind of technical skills in magic kind of thing. So I won't expect her to be like, getting things right. I already know what she is like, so I'm expecting, oh, it's another hard day, like she forgot the spell, she forgot this, and this thing is wrong. It's expected already, but I'm not disappointed of that. I'm not feeling mad or angry or like, why aren't you learning? No, I'm not like that. I know you are you. That's you, right? That's how you are. It's fine. But as long as you don't give up, you keep trying, I'll get your stuff working. Don't worry. Um, even like, those things I show on the JOG room now with the videos, well, even you can learn them, right? Like you couldn't catch up. It's fine. Like maybe your day is very busy or it's just so hard for you. It's fine. You just need to tell me, I didn't get to learn yet. It's fine. And then during the JLG day, we're like, okay, then we do it together, right? And then we spend the lesson doing something else. Maybe we'll do the whole chick thing together during the class, and then we'll write food together on the class, right? I have tried that before. So we can actually write the food together in class, and you don't have to do it yourself, and it feels so much easier. So yeah, everything can be changed and modified based on who is coming and the condition of those people. I don't have a set plan all the time. There's like a direction, right? Like right now, I was giving the direction that you don't have to care about the Lunar First 15 ceremony that much, but at this time, we got to make sure everyone is going to the direction of being able to use their local altar power and know how to check the stuff, write full, check the full, so that you can actually like take money out of your bank, right? So that's the focus for now. But how fast are we going, and how are we going to do that? Well, that depends on everyone's reaction. So I'm just going to look until Saturday, and then we'll see, how's everyone doing, and then we'll plan how the class will be like. Just remember that everyone is like you're just you, right? Be yourself. You don't have to be like pushing yourself to be, 3 times smarter than you are right now or whatever. You don't need to. You're naturally like that. Just keep it like that. Tia number 4, Lima Echo India. Hey.
Team yacht number 4, Lima Echo India. Yes, yeah. Sometimes I kind of feel I'm falling behind sometimes on like damn, everybody's going so fast. And for example, like I know like everybody's like been doing the div and every morning. Like I'm just like as soon as I wake up, like I try to do like toss a bunch of cards and hit the shower and run out. So it's like I'm not even thinking about the div. Like I'm doing them, taking the pictures and stuff like that. But yeah, I haven't been able to process like that, like compared to like everybody else. So yeah, that one I gotta like work on more. But perhaps I'm not gonna div in the morning because I'm just moving, trying to get out. But when I come across like scenarios where I need to find like I wanna know about something more specific than like the whole daily thing. Perhaps I can use it that way instead. Tinya number 4, Lima Echo India.
Lei, you know how many people are going to say that? What? They are all going to look at you and like, wow, Lei is so fast. He already know how to do the check item, the ceremony, and he can do all that stuff, right? Everyone is looking at your strength and say that they are not able to catch up with you, while you think that you look at your weakness and you're like, everyone is faster. Well, like I said, you know, you don't have to rush or really try so hard to change that part of yourself. I know that's you, you know, that's basically you. So I already know, like when I'm teaching div, I know who I can talk more details with and they will digest. I know that you are not the one. Okay, like you are a tanky Yankee, right? Like you're not that type that will be like, oh, I'm really going to be like a wise wizard, counting my fingers and looking at the world tonight. No, you're not that type. You're like when I need people to like go out and kick someone's ass, you're like you're the one. You're out there with the machete killing people. So you should focus on that part. Okay, that's your strength. Okay, focus on that part. For example, like you can use the sword and stuff in the D6, trying to get more out of those. That's your strength, right? Like you can do magic like that. That's no problem for you. So utilize your strength. Don't look at your weakness. For the div, now just tag around. Like tag along the group. Let it pass by. Just enjoy the show. And it's part of the process. When it's your turn, I don't get it, then I don't get it, right? It's fine. I'll teach you again. I actually had instruction uh, one day saying that I should simplify the div for you with the Paigao or something. So they have a plan for you. They have a plan, a div system that is more suitable for you, and it works. So why not, right? So yeah, you don't have to force yourself to become something that is not really you. It's fine. You're the tanky Yankee. Everyone knows about it. It's not a problem. You are not like when you are thinking that you're not quote quote catching up with the div. I'm not disappointed at all, I'm not disappointed at you for that. Like I am totally fine. Like I know that's how you are, and we just laugh it off. Me and Bear look at you and they're like, ah, he's like Hanky Yankee again. It's just another day. We just laugh it off. It's pretty enjoyable to see how different disciple is like, even like when Seung is like, Seunged out and stuff like that. It's just another thing to laugh at. And we're not laughing at you. It's actually you're making us feeling funny, humorous. What's the word? Enjoyable. That's how people are, there are people who always doze off, people who always like, do this and that. It's fine, that's you. Not a problem. Tia number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
Ticket number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Well, that's good to know, Steve Grant, that my stringing out isn't being taken the wrong way. and it's good to know that that you know us so well, like probably because you can see, you probably looked at us in D6 often enough to get a feeling for what we're really like on different levels and as well, and what our Yun Sun's like, and you know our nature. And it's good to know that you can really see us. And we just have to be accepting of that, and you know, I'm cool with that. Um, and you could also see my all my flaws and problems and issues that I have to overcome, and issue, you know, stuff like that. That like I've got my areas that I'm weak in, and yeah, and areas where I'm maybe stronger at. Like maybe I'm more useful in terms of writing and areas like that, maybe of use to the lineage, maybe than other areas. But yeah, anyway, it's good to know that you're not expecting any more than we really are just to come through. So yeah, I won't say thanks. Back to you. Internet number 4, Sir Hydro Golf.
Yeah, it's like everyone has their profile, right? It's like you're like a character in the KJ, so you have whatever is special, and everyone remembers you because of that. That's you. So be yourself. You know, we already have words like sung out, or you're chunging yourself, you know, like that. So it means that your impression in the group, it's already very vivid and everyone knows you. So that shows that you are already a very important part of the group, right? So that's good. It's actually good. If you have, like, you know, something that everyone think of you and already know, oh yeah, that person. That's what makes you stand out in the Tao's heart as well. The God also knows you better like that. Team at number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Tenet number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. Today was a very great night, Sajan, listening and coming in at this time to hear how everybody feels about being left behind. I think we all share the same sentiments, and it is definitely a a flaw in me because I don't think I'm that technical, but the information and the lessons that you give us is just so life changing, and it really changed my perspective on how I interact with people, how I see the world, and especially how I'm noticing just people in general, how they are affected by e-crap and just negative stuff around them that's making their life a lot more crappy or or uncomfortable. And it's happy to hear that you don't get upset or you don't feel disappointed in us. Because I do feel like sometimes I disappoint you because I'm not picking up stuff as fast, or I'm not remembering stuff as fast. So it's good to hear that you're not disappointed or upset. And also, hopefully, Ten Kin is listening because I was talking to him last night, and he felt, he felt a little shy to just jump and change the topic because he was saying that he really enjoys listening to us, and sometimes he have a lot of questions and he doesn't want to change the topic. So, Ken, if you're listening, yeah, just come and talk. You know, it's all about building community and getting to have a deeper relationship with everybody in the lineage. And even if the topic is not even if you have a topic that's not what we're speaking about, if you have a question, just ask. Sergeant will be more than happy to answer it. Tinyat number 2, Charlie Hotel playing golf.
Playing golf. Um, well, you know why I always have a topic? Because I am the type that is afraid of dead air. Like, imagine this. Okay, everyone check in, and then everyone checked in. And then I'm the net controller, right? And I'm like, so what are we talking about today? And disciple one is like, no, I'm doing fine. I don't have any question. And then the disciple two is like, no, I don't have any question. And then eventually it's back on me, and I'm like, oh shit, I don't know what to talk about. That would be really shitty, right? So every time I come up with a topic before the net, it's like we have a foundation at least, right? So that's why we have a topic. But I mean, if any one of you have a topic that you want to bring up, oh yeah, just throw it in, right? Because what I have to say, I can always say next time. Or when we run out of bullet, right? Then I can bring out my stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, that was something I was supposed to talk about like last week. So you don't have to worry about bringing in topics that is not related, because that's really good. Uh, you're like actually saving up my quota, so I can use those prepared content for later. Yeah, and there's always like newbie topic, newbie question that can bring up a newbie comes in, they ask similar questions, and I will always like answer something and throws everyone off, and everyone is like, "Wow, there's like a whole new lesson there." Yeah, so don't be shy. Okay, leaving a gap here. A TY Tina number two, Golf Alpha Papa.
Kenya at number two, Golf Alpha Papa. Yeah, I'm just gonna express some happiness here over the lineage. Like it's funny because it seems like Chung was saying how everybody seems to have the similar mentality and fears of being left behind, or like we tend to have a habit of focusing on our shortcomings, and I just want to like kind of like do some punching up so I post that audio file on the Daily Write, just to see if this is what you wanted us to focus on as far as getting the chanting. And I just want to give props out to Chung because he's the one who hooked it up. Like Chung's been like, I've seen him like go to like really kind of look out for the newbies. Myself included when I first got here, and I've seen how he like looks out for Mo and for Kin, and yeah, so it's I'm very very awesome vibe there, and I also wanted to say for Sheng Xiahong, like I think it's amazing. Like I've been big time inspired by your writings, and I'm looking to kind of like follow a little bit in them footsteps, as far as like fashioning out my own blog space, and also like getting stuff up on Royal Road. Like it's been extremely inspiring. And of course with Lei Xiahong, like that badass devil killing attitude, like I think that's definitely been like super inspiring and kept me super curious about those aspects of the lineage. I mean, like it's there's just a lot to be inspired by, like around here, and that's just talking about the CHs and the people on that right now, not to mention like the awesome feels that I have just in general for everybody's stories that have helped me kind of like I just appreciate being a part of this, as well as like helping motivate me to put my own out there. Like there's a lot that I felt like in the very beginning of like feeling like I didn't belong. That Szechuan was quick to address. Talking about like that's how the E-crab gets you. So so yeah, I also will be doing better about watching my mouth, because I know I get caught up a little bit in the momentums, and yeah, excited about seeing where this takes us. Uh, Kenyatt number two, Golf Alpha Papa.
Okay. Um. Well, a lot of you talk about catching up, but have you ever wondered that what happened if a newbie comes in, like Keen, right? Newbie comes in. And what if more newbie comes in? Well, these newbie like really need to catch up. Like now they look at you guys and like, wow, you guys know so much. Right? So eventually the cycle from my many years of experience is that time to time a bunch of newbie will come in. And then we got to go back to basics again, right? And then we have to teach something very newbie again, like the hospital, what is faith, And sometimes you see if you're like thinking that you're so advanced, when you listen to these newbie knowledge again, it's kind of wow, very refreshing. Like I almost forgot it. Yeah, it feels like that. And can you be the one like in my position teaching these if you think they're newbie stuff? Can you teach it? It's hard. Like even for me, right, to reteach the very newbie stuff is not easy. Every time when you go back, you have to like rethink about it and see if there's anything new that comes out of you, like myself, and then I'll add it on and then improve it, kind of give it a polish, and then you reteach, right? It's very fun actually, for a master, like knowing so much to go back to the basic and see if you can like even more simplify it or make your teaching more effective and efficient, because I can teach people in a long way, like you elaborate everything. If it fries them up and they're like, yeah, wow, but I don't get any, like I don't know how to use it. But if you can like teach it in a way that is so concise, they get it, they can use it, they feel good about it. That is good teaching. So I have been working on that over the years to concise and compact and make things more like, newbie understandable, so that it like not as complicated. Even like the Samching, it has like been crystallized to a different version right now, so that everyone can just like pick it up and use it. If I have to go the way I understand it, it would be like, wow. Yeah, all smoked up already. Tia number two, go back, go India.
Vignette number two, Gulf Echo India. Yeah, I'm one of the weirdos who loves going back to basics over and over and over again. Like that's always been cool to me. Like in when we were studying Kung Fu, it's like every time somebody new joins the class, I'm like, oh goody, we get to do basics courses again. Foundations, I love them. It's like no matter how far along I get, um, it's just always so good to touch back to the basics and like ground in the foundations and uh, sort of refine the basic understanding of things. That's just how I am. It's really cool to me. Um, I really appreciate the the respect that you seem to have for uh, our different styles and speeds. You're not one of those teachers who's like, I can only teach a certain kind of person. Only a certain kind of person is cut out to make it in my classes. Like that's really, really limiting. So it's cool that you seem to be endeared by our different foibles. Uh, and yeah, like this is quite the cast of characters, to put it in KJ terms, and it's been um, really cool for me to get to know everyone, the expanding cast. Um, yeah, and I don't want to say this in a way that makes me sound impatient because I feel like I've got all the patience in the world for this. Um, but I am eager to continue seeing where it all goes and what, becomes of us all within this path, the different strengths that will develop and the different speeds at which we progress. And yeah, it's just really cool to me. Um, And also, like personally, I want to do better at having questions of my own when I come to net. That's been on my mind for a while. But it's like every time you come in with a topic, it's like, oh man, that's so cool, and I completely forget about whatever it is I was thinking about. Vignette number 2, Gulf Echo India.
You don't always have to ask questions. Things that you can talk about can be like things that you have observed, like a feeling, like, oh, I've been looking at this and it makes me feel like this. It makes me think of this. It's fine like that. You don't have to just ask question. Sometimes because of your feeling, the feedback, or you're expressing yourself, it also will spice up other people to talk about their feelings. That works too. Yeah. And when I was learning, like before Samlo, I always like wanted disciple that is like me. Like you have to be really skillful and stuff like that. But when I learned from Samlo, then their teachings totally like changed me. So they say you are a lineage founder in this world. So you need to have the capacity to contain any kind of disciple as long as they have faith. So the bottom line is if you have trust, faith, and determination, it's my job to think of how to make it work for you. And that is what qualifies me to be a master. Right? If you can't even do that, what master are you? Right? Like you can't even teach any kind of disciple. You cannot invent a way to make it work for that type of disciple. How can you be a master? Right? A master should be able to work with anything. So they said that, and I took that seriously. And I looked at everyone, and I'm like, okay, cool. You are not good at this, but you have this kind of strength. Good. So we developed that part. Then it's fine, no problem. It's like imagine someone come to you and say, "I only have one hand. My other hand is broken." Right. So what can you do? You cannot make this this hand sign because it requires two hands. Now you have to invent a way for that person. That's all it takes. Creativity. So as a master, we have to like have huge, um, uh, you can say like capacity to contain all the different kinds of disciple, as long as they have faith in this stuff. So yeah, let's move on to tier number 4, Lima Echo India.
Vignette number 4, Lima Echo India. Uh, yes, Sir John. Yeah, that's quite a challenge because there's a lot of disciples with out of different personality, just different. I don't know, some of them like different tastes and in different things. So yeah, it's quite a challenge. I would say. Um, if it was me, I'm like I'd be a hothead, and yeah, it takes a lot just to like contain like all that in and suck it up and try to like uh, teach them, so they can get it. Yeah, I would say that's quite impressive how Sajan can be able to all that. It's just like yeah, not everybody can do that at all. That's pretty challenging. I say very few people can actually do like things like that. Tinya number 4, Lima Echo India.
Your Saturn is not human. He is not human. That's why. When you have like lived so many years, I'm talking about like if you have lived like uh, a few hundred years, then the way you see things is different. Tier number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
Number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf. Speaking of coming up with our own comments, I just thought I'd mention that yesterday I did the I challenged myself to do as many little kind of acts of magic as I could remember to do, and I think I ended up doing about 8 by the end of the day. So um, and that was just little things like I did the 4v5h and the sun moon on my door when I left, and I put some uh, got over the car to watch as I went on my trip, and I did that receipt food in I was in McDonald's on the receipt. Later on, when I was going to the public toilet, I did a Tai Ching smothering of the fire protective sword and fire around the toilet bowl before I sat on it. And yeah, various other things that I did. I put some protection energy into my necklace, my beads before I put them on. Little things like that. And I just wanted to yeah, maybe encourage everybody to. I posted them. Yeah, I posted the early ones that I did yesterday, but maybe if we could get a like try, even if it's just for a period of time, just to see what it's like if people were to post what they do, just to maybe inspire each other on just to remember, just to do like be creative with it and see how it goes. I know it could be fun. Anyway, I just thought I'd mention that. Yeah, number 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
Very good. Good attempt. Talking about the something and the magic stuff. Um, yeah, there's something very fun that you guys can try, which is when you're like in front of the altar, you can bring up the something power and manipulate it in D6 and see what you can do with it. Like, when we are doing the Tai Chi, you can like make a ball out of it. You can make it bright. You can take it back, send it off, right? Make it work around. You can try that different powers, and that will train your D6 vision as well as how you can like actually learn something from that. And when you actually need the magic, those will be useful. Uh, Sung mentioned the 4v5h. When I seal the door, I don't even 4v5h. I just like blast the power on, smudge it over, and the whole door is like turned into that kind of thing. So it's already sealed like that. The 4v5h and a lot of Fati, they are there to like they're there for a purpose, like the Fudam and all that, right? It's there for a purpose. It's useful, but when you understand what it is, you can also do the same thing without actually doing the words. But why do we have the words? Is because we are a sect. So we need something on black and white. So newbies comes in or future generation look at it, they have a reference point. And also those Fati symbols, they are also in other sects. So imagine if they're like other practitioners from other sects, they come over and like, oh man, this thing is so cool. I want to learn too. It looks very familiar. And now I can rob their disciples over, right? So promotion purpose. Dia number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
At number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. Well, Sajwan, you said just now that you just smudge it all over the rope when you're sealing, because I still haven't gotten to the habit of sealing my doors and stuff, which I should. It's just I have like I say, trouble remembering the movements and stuff like that. It took me a while to memorize the movements to send troops and stuff. I still have like tons of the videos of you doing it on my phone, and every now and again, if I forget a part, I'll go back and look. But you said that you'd even do all that. You just smudge it like nothing, and then you said that the Fajis are not even really needed per se. It's just there for more for promotional purposes. So like even when we're flashing the 5Gs, we don't actually need to say the words. Like if we're doing the 4V5H, you know the lines that we need to say. Um, what is the lines again? I see. I forgot the lines. I learned the lines a couple of weeks ago. Now I forgot it. But yeah, those lines, because I usually just flash stuff. We don't necessarily even need to have the 5Gs. We just have to have the intention from what you're saying. The intention is the most important thing, and knowing what it's for, because you got to only know what you know. If you don't know, you got to don't know. So some of these stuff is just to give people, like you said, an anchor point. It's not necessarily needed, and I guess I needed to know that because yeah, I have a dumb fixation with trying to memorize these stuff because I would see you moving up and down. I was like, wow, like how does he know all of this or remember all of these movements? And then like looking at Lee Se-hung, it's like, yeah, he well technically skilled with just remembering all the movements and picking it up quick. And sometimes I'll feel like, oh yeah, I just yeah, like just like Hasselhoff. Remember today, forget tomorrow. Maybe remember it next week. Maybe remember it again. It's like it's a never-ending cycle of trying to remember and forget because it's just so much. But I have to remember that it's just the intention. Because you always use Saja as an example. Yeah, she's not that technically great, but it works for her. She just does what she do, and just remember that. I think I sometimes get caught up in the flashiness of how you make it look so cool, or Lisa how he makes it look cool. Instead of just remembering, yeah, it's doesn't need to be like that. They could do it. It's nice, but if you don't have that skill, it's not the end of the world. So yeah, I just need to remember that. Back to you, Tanya, number 2. Charlie always playing golf.
Yeah, the essence of magic, remember, is called San Gong, cultivation of the god, right? So if you do something and the god knows what you're trying to do, that's magic. It doesn't need any language. Okay. So yeah, the symbols, the spells, the actual word, they are important, but you won't die without them. You can still do whatever you need to do without them. So don't worry so much. You will eventually pick up those spells and stuff later when you use them more and more. It's not even year one yet, right? Lei has been doing a lot of those symbols before when he was under attack all the time and always need to seal the door and all that. So he have like drilled them a lot of time in the past. So that's why it stick to him. But you guys, you don't have that kind of drilling experience, so it's fine. Your magic still works. You want to seal the door, grab one power, put it on the door, make it like a door of golden light or something, then it's good. Okay, looking at the time, it is 5:41. We'll end the net right here. 73 to all, and we'll see you back online and on the net tonight. This is team number 9, Yankee Uniform Echo. Clear.
Kenya number 2, Golf Alpha Papa, clear.
Kenya number 4, Lima Echo, India, clear.
Tenet number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf, clear.